Grammar focus. Past perfect tense. At this session we are going to talk about past perfect tense with its rules, examples and exercises, so keep watching this video and keep learning. But before we go to the subject, I remind you of subscribing this channel after having finished watching this video. Remember that. The past perfect is used to indicate an action that happened before another action in the past. There usually are two actions in the sentence. First action. Second action.
Past perfect digunakan untuk menunjukkan suatu tindakan yang terjadi sebelum peristiwa, tindakan atau kegiatan lain di masa lalu. Biasanya ada dua peristiwa, tindakan atau kegiatan dalam kalimat.
Tindakan atau kegiatan pertama, tindakan atau kegiatan kedua.
For example, 1. Hanif learned English. First action. 2. He came to England. Second action.
Misalnya, 1. Hanif belajar bahasa Inggris, merupakan kegiatan atau tindakan pertama. 2. Dia pergi ke Inggris, merupakan kegiatan atau tindakan kedua.
Both these actions took place in the past, so we use the simple past tense, learned and came.
Kedua tindakan tersebut terjadi di masa lalu, jadi kita menggunakan simple past tense, yaitu bentuk lampau kata kerja bahasa Inggris belajar dan datang, seperti terlihat di layar.
But suppose we want to show that one of these actions took place before the other one. Suppose we want to say that Hanif learned English before he came to England.
Tetapi misalkan kita ingin menunjukkan bahwa salah satu dari tindakan ini terjadi sebelum yang lain, misalkan kita ingin mengatakan bahwa Hanif belajar bahasa Inggris sebelum dia datang ke Inggris.
Then we used the past perfect tense for the action that took place first, and we use the simple past tense for the other action.
Dengan demikian, kita gunakan past perfect tense untuk tindakan yang terjadi terlebih dahulu, dan kita gunakan simple past tense untuk tindakan yang lainnya.
First action, past perfect tense. Second action, past tense. We say, Hanif had learned English before he came to England. Had learned, first action. Came to England, second action. We form the past perfect tense by using had with the past participle, verb 3. For the use of the verbs of past participle, verb 3, you can see as seen on the screen. Use the following rule to form the past perfect. Subject plus had plus verb in past participle, verb 3. For examples, Hanif had gone to the store before he went home. Had gone, first action. Went home, second action. We corrected our papers after we had taken the quiz. Corrected, first action. Had taken, second action. The past perfect is usually used with before, after, or when. Study the following formulas.
Past perfect biasanya digunakan dengan before, after, atau when. Pelajari rumus berikut.
Subject plus past perfect plus before plus subject plus simple past tense. For example, Mumtaz had gone to the store before he went home. Or you can use the word before in the beginning of a sentence.
Atau Anda bisa membalikkan polanya. Kata before bisa diletakkan di depan kalimat.
Before plus subject plus simple past tense plus subject plus past perfect. For example, before he went home, he had gone to the store.
Perhatikan kembali polanya. Ketika kata before di awal kalimat, Anda harus mencantumkan tanda koma setelah kalimat awalnya. Pola berikutnya adalah menggunakan kata after, kalau tadi yang sudah dibahas menggunakan kata before. Perhatikan dan pelajari polanya.
Subject plus simple past plus after plus subject plus past perfect. For examples, Mumtaz went home after he had gone to the store.
Dengan demikian, pola tersebut adalah setelah after, kita harus menggunakan past perfect. Pola berikutnya penggunaan kata after adalah dengan memposisikannya di awal kalimat.
After, plus subject, plus past perfect plus subject, plus simple past. After he had gone to the store, he went home. Note: the adverb when can be used in place of before or after in any of those four formulas without change in meaning. We still know which action happened first because of the use of past perfect.
Catatan, kata keterangan when dapat digunakan sebagai pengganti before atau after dalam salah satu dari 4 rumus tersebut tanpa perubahan makna. Kita masih tahu tindakan mana yang terjadi lebih dulu karena penggunaan past perfect.
A state which continued for a time in the past, but stopped before now. Note that there is no connection with the present.
Keadaan yang berlangsung selama beberapa waktu di masa lalu, tetapi berhenti sebelum sekarang. Perhatikan bahwa tidak ada hubungan dengan masa kini.
Hamza had lived in New York for 10 years before he moved to California. We use the pattern for negative sentence. Subject plus had not or hadn't plus verb in past participle. For examples: she hadn't corrected her paper. My brother hadn't slept when I came home. She hadn't done the housework. Interrogative sentence. Had plus subject plus verb in past participle. For examples: had Mila gone to the store? Had she corrected her paper? What had she done before she went to work? Exercise. Supply the past perfect or simple past in the following sentences. 1. The policeman read the suspect his rights after he arrested him. 2. After John washed his clothes, he began to study. 3. George wait for 1 hour before the bus came. 4. Maria enter the university after she had graduated from community college. 5. Jeanette wash the pipettes after she had completed the experiment. 7. Jane sent a letter to her university after she received her scholarship check. 8. After the stewardesses had served lunch to the passengers, they sit down. Now, you pause the video to answer the questions. (8) The car flipped 10 times before it landed on its roof. 9. We corrected our papers after we take the quiz. 10. John live in Miami for 1 year when his parents came to visit. 11. He thanked me for what I do. 12. She told me her name after I asked her twice. 13. Before we go very far, we found that we lose our way. 14. He died after he be ill a long time. 15. My friend not see me for many years when I meet him last week. Now, you pause the video to answer the questions. (16) It rained yesterday after it be dry for many months. 17. The sun had set before I be ready to go. 18. He told me that he catch a young lion and shoot 2 others. 19. We hear that a fire break out in the neighboring house. 20. Yesterday at a restaurant, I see Pam Donnelly, an old friend of mine. I not see her in years. At first, I not recognize her because she lose at least 50 pounds. Now, you pause the video to answer the questions. The answers are
1. The policeman read the suspect his rights after he had arrested him. 2. After John had washed his clothes, he began to study. 3. George had waited for 1 hour before the bus came. 4. Maria entered the university after she had graduated from community college. 5. Jeanette washed the pipettes after she had completed the experiment. 6. Jane sent a letter to her university after she had received her scholarship check. 7. After the stewardesses had served lunch to the passengers, they sat down. 8. The car had flipped 10 times before it landed on its roof. 9. We corrected our papers after we had taken the quiz. 10. John had lived in Miami for 1 year when his parents came to visit.
11. He thanked me for what I had done. 12. She told me her name after I had asked her twice. 13. Before we went very far, we found that we had lost our way. 14. He died after he had been ill a long time. 15. My friend had not seen me for many years when I met him last week. 16. It rained yesterday after it had been dry for many months. 17. The sun had set before I was ready to go. 18. He told me that he had caught a young lion and had shot 2 others. 19. We heard that a fire had broken out in the neighboring house. 20. Yesterday at a restaurant, I saw Pam Donnelly, an old friend of mine. I hadn't seen her in years. At first, I didn't recognize her because she had lost at least 50 pounds.
This is the end of the lesson. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Have a good day.